Hello everyone, you are watching my YouTube channel Chemistry by Sadhanova. This is my WhatsApp number. I am providing in-person one-on-one individual coaching lessons. To join my coaching lessons, you can contact me via this WhatsApp number. Today, this is our lesson number 12. And in this lesson, in this topic, what we discuss how to calculate empirical and molecular formula. Previously, I have uploaded a video in which I discussed with you guys how to calculate empirical formula, and now I will again start this topic, how to find empirical formula. The better word is how to find empirical formula. This seems the more better word term here. How to find empirical formula than how to find molecular formula. So let's start with an example. First of all, just take an example how to find empirical formula. A compound is given to us. A compound is given. This is a compound, and this is a compound, and the name of that compound is also given to us. The name of that compound is butane, and this butane contains 1.44 gram carbon, 0.3 gram hydrogen. They are just telling us that this is a compound. Or you can say molecule. It contains 1.44 gram carbon, 0.3 gram hydrogen. And what we have to do, we have to find out empirical formula. What we have to do, we have to find out empirical formula. Okay, let's start, guys. The data given to us in this question is 1.44 gram carbon, 0.3 gram hydrogen. Okay, let's play with this. How to proceed? How to proceed when we have to find out empirical formula. Let's me draw a table here first. This is a table, and this is first line, first row. Actually, this is the second row. This is the third row. This is the fourth row. This is the fifth row. This is ANOF. This is a central line here. Then this is another line here. And they have told us that this compound contains carbon and this compound contains hydrogen. So first step is symbol. We have to write symbols for element. The second step is we have to write the mass in gram. So they have told us the mass of carbon in the question is given is 1.44 gram, and the mass of hydrogen given in the question is 0.3 gram. The next step is write a relative atomic mass, AR. AR means here relative atomic mass. What does AR means here? AR means here relative atomic mass. The relative atomic mass of carbon is 12. Relative atomic mass of hydrogen is 1. The third step is divide the mass of each element by its relative atomic mass. Divide the mass of each element by its relative atomic mass. Divide the mass of each element by its relative atomic mass. Divide the mass of each element by its relative atomic mass. Divide the mass of each element by its relative atomic mass. So the mass of carbon is 1.44 gram. Just divide this mass with 12, because 12 is the relative atomic mass of carbon. The mass of hydrogen given in the question is 0.3 gram. Divide this with the relative atomic mass of hydrogen, which is 1. Now, guys, just draw another line here, and then draw another line here. This fine now. Okay. Now, when you divide 1.44 by 12, you need a calculator as well. 1.44 12. When you divide this, you will get 0.12. Can you see this? Oh, good. 0.12. Here you will get 0.3. So now you have two answers, 0.12. The other is 0.3. So These are two answers. Divide your answer by the smallest number. So you guys can see the smallest number is 0.12. So divide 0.12 by 0.12 here. Divide 0.3 by 0.12 means you have to divide your answer by the smallest number. So we can say that this step is divide the answers by the smallest number. Divide the answer by the smallest number. Divide the answers by smallest number. So when you divide your answer by smallest number, from here you will get 1, and from here you guys gonna get, let me divide 0.3 by 0.12, you will get 0.26. Oh, this is a problem, because here you are getting the answer in the fraction, and you need to remove that fraction. You need to remove that fraction. So what will you do? Hello guys, you can see one thing here. There is a mistake. When you divide 0.3 with 0.12, you will get 0.26. No, you can check here. When you divide 0.3 with 0.12, you guys will get 2.5. Now it's okay. Again, there is this value in fraction, so you need to remove this fraction. So how can you need to remove this fraction? Here you are getting 1, here you are getting 2.5. Now you need to find a number by which when you multiply 2.5 you will get a whole number, not in a fraction. So when I multiply 2.5 with 2, I will get 5. It means multiply 2.5 with 2, you will get 5. Similarly, multiply this one with 2. You have to multiply this number at the both sides, at all, with all the elements. So you will get 2 here, you will get 5 here. So it means the carbon is 2, hydrogen is 5. This is the empirical formula. This is empirical formula. Empirical formula. This is the way how to calculate empirical formula. Now guys, let's take another example. In this example, we will discuss how to find out molecular formula. So let me write first the statement of the question. So guys, in this question, what they have given us, they have given us already the empirical formula of glucose, and the empirical formula of glucose is CH2. They already told us the empirical formula of glucose, and what we have to find out in that particular question. In that particular question, we have to determine the formula for glucose, means we have to determine the molecular formula. In this question, we have to determine the molecular formula, means here, but we have to determine, what we have to find out, we have to find out the molecular formula of glucose. And what they have told us, they have given us the empirical formula of glucose, and they also told us about relative mass, molecular mass of glucose, which is 180. So what is the procedure to do such calculation? How, when point is, when they have told us empirical formula, then how can we calculate molecular formula? There is another formula for doing such calculation. I am writing this formula. I suggest you do write this formula in your notebook. So molecular formula of a substance is equal to n multiply empirical formula. This is the formula to calculate this formula and into empirical formula. So the point is, what is n here? N is basically a number. N is equal to molecular mass divided by empirical formula mass. Empirical formula mass. And the empirical formula of glucose given in the question is CH2O. So we can calculate empirical formula mass: carbon 12, hydrogen 2, oxygen 16. When you add all these numbers, you will get 30. So 30 is empirical formula mass. And the molecular mass given in the question is 180. So divide 180 by empirical formula mass, which is 30. When you divide 180 by 12, when you divide 180 by 30, you guys will get 6. The value of n is 6. So put 6 here, and empirical formula given in the question is CH2O. The game is finished now. So the final molecular formula will become: multiply 6 with CH2O, you will get C6. When you multiply H2 with 6, you will get H12. When you multiply O with 6, you will get O6. This is the molecular formula of glucose. This is the way how we proceed in doing such calculations. So guys, this is the last question, and in this question there is a compound, and what they have given, this is a compound. Actually, let me draw a compound in a beautiful way. This is a compound, this is a compound, and what we have to find out, we have to find out its empirical formula first. We have to find out its empirical formula first. And when you will find its empirical formula, then you will find its molecular formula. Then you will find its molecular formula. And what they have told you in the question, they have told you in the question that in this compound, carbon is 80%, or you can say that 80 gram, or you can take it 80 gram. And in this compound, hydrogen is 20%, or you can consider 20 gram. Means carbon is 80 gram, hydrogen is 20 gram, and you have to proceed how to calculate empirical formula. When you will find out its empirical formula, then you find its molecular formula. And they also told you the molecular mass of this compound is 30. So guys, first you try to calculate its, and I am telling you the answer. The empirical formula of this compound is CH3. CH3 is the empirical formula, and this is the empirical formula. And when you will try to calculate its molecular formula, then remember its molecular formula is C2H6. This is molecular formula. So I have told you answers. Now it's your turn to calculate, to find out empirical formula first, then molecular formula after empirical formula. So guys, thank you so much for watching my video. I request you, I suggest you, do share this video with your classmates, with your friends, with your relatives. And if you want to contact me for one-on-one individual in-person coaching lessons, then don't hesitate to contact me. Thank you so much.